YouTube? Welcome to Fox Boss 9. Getting into our brand new 2020 F350 crew cab long bed. And one of the modifications that we made to it came from our 2019 F250 extended cab long bed, and that was the floor mats that were in the front. Of course, they match in the front, but being a crew cab, they did not match. And then, of course, the no drill mud flaps, which you can see here. I'll put the links down below for those. If you want, you can go check out my previous videos on the installation and what was required. The other thing that we're going to do on this one, which you can go look at that video also, and the links will be down below, is the tailgate shock, the soft release tailgate. We're going to install it on this one also because we really got used to it. That tailgate, even though it's aluminum, it's still a little bit heavy. So we added vent visors on this one. Of course, the front vent visors are just like the old 2019 F250, but we got a crew cab, so we had to get some different ones. And again, the links will be down below. But what I'm going to talk about is something that we really didn't expect, because we're very relatively, even though I'm wearing work clothes right now, clean people. We don't necessarily eat in our vehicle. We don't smoke in our vehicle. We don't drip and drop stuff in our vehicle. But it was kind of unnerving whenever we traded in that 2019. Let me tell you about that. When we traded in that 2019, it only had 11,000 miles on it. 11,000 miles. However, I could not believe how dirty the seats had got. And this, even though I had bought a console cover that kept the console relatively clean as far as the lid, I could not believe how dirty everything looked. Again, you just seen the clothes that I had on. I have work clothes on. I do numerous things throughout the day that's at the house here, mowing the lawn, maybe working on some equipment occasionally. And if we hop into the truck, man, this gray interior really did a job on the grease as far as the way that it showed up. I mean, it really made it show up. And we didn't realize it until we got to this truck and we could see how dirty our old truck was compared to the new truck. So what am I getting at? I'm getting at seat covers, and there seems to be 3 brands that really stand out, but 2 we're going to talk about today. All right, so those 2, believe it or not, are made by the same company. It's Covercraft. Covercraft, the same people that make car covers, make seat covers. And you have one called the Seat Saver. Then you have the Seat Saver by Covercraft, but it's the Carhartt version. So what we're going to do today is kind of show you the basically similarities and then make a decision on which one we want to keep. So this is basically the front seats on both. I'm assuming they're identical as far as fit, but as far as the material, let's look at that and see if that's something that you want to upgrade to, because we have them for the front and the rear seats of this truck. However, believe it or not, because of the Carhartt name, I want to see if they're worth $187 for the better seat covers, the ones that are known to be a little bit better over these here. So let's see if we can check them out both out side by side and what kind of comparison. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is these are both the front set for the 40/20/40 seats. Again, of course, the links are going to be down below for this. However, whenever you click the link, make sure that it fits your vehicle. You know, go through the vehicle application and make sure that your vehicle, it says it fits. So I'm going to open these up. We're going to compare them side by side. Let's first just look at the material. All right, the first thing you're going to find out is you're going to see all these different colors: charcoal black, tan, gray, taupe, wet sand, and misty gray. We have gray. We just have regular gray. However, the Carhartt, you only have 2 color choices. You have this tan and you have this gravel. That's what they call this, a gravel gray. It's a little bit darker. However, if you have the ability to cover up your stains, because you know that you're going to be staining your vehicle quite a bit, this one is the one to go with, the charcoal black. But we did get the gray because we wanted to compare them for the most part. Of course, the boxes are the same. I can tell you right off the bat, no matter how unsensitive you are to weight, you can tell this box, the Carhartt box, is heavier than the Covercraft box, even though they have the same amount of coverage for each of the front seats. So that tells me right away that the material is a little bit heavier. Now, as far as feeling it, you can tell, and as far as the weave, I'm going to only be able to get in so close here. This is that duck weave that Carhartt has that they talk about. Now, they do talk about triple stitching and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, the stitching is really good. You know, you have 2 stitches on this side, you have 1 stitch on this side. So basically they fold it over, they stitch it, and then they flip it over and they double stitch it there. I understand that. So maybe the stitching's a little bit better on this one. As far as this though, the stitching's not bad. It's not a bad material, and it is double stitched. Not triple stitched, but it is double stitched from what we can tell. Everything looks pretty good on this. Again, I expect the fit to be absolutely identical in every way. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one of these on the driver's seat, we're going to put one of these on the passenger seat, and then we're just going to get a general feel for it as far as what it feels like, sitting on it, installing it, all that. Again, I expect this one to be a little bit harder to install because it might be a little bit thicker, but as far as the cut and the way that they're fitted, they've got to be identical. So let's go ahead and install them and give you an idea of what we think, first impressions. All right, so the material is definitely just a little bit lighter on the Covercraft, but the fit is exactly the same. They're identical. Now the instructions, they're not the best. So don't even worry about the instructions, just try to figure out yourself. But you can see this is what the Covercraft looks like. And I'll have to say that it is definitely a durable material. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's so much better than the factory covering. I don't know exactly how it feels, so we'll get Heidi up here to tell us what she thinks. Now, she's gonna be a little bit more sensitive than the guys and their butts, but we'll see what she thinks. What do you think?
Let me see here. I don't sit like that, so.
Right.
I think you had to keep you in your seat a little bit better.
Yeah, the factory one is kind of smooth.
Yeah, this is it's good.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and have her jump in the Carhartt side and see if there's any big difference. So you can see the Carhartt, again, it's the exact same fit. Now, these are covers, so don't think that this is some kind of replacement material and it's supposed to be some kind of a custom fit as far as, you know, like a glove, that kind of thing. However, saying that, it is a very good fit. It's a very, very good fit. So she'll go ahead and feel this one and see if there's any difference there.
I don't think it feels a little bit different.
Now you can see this is triple stitched. There is triple stitching here. And this is the one thing that I was concerned about, because when I slide out of the truck and when she slides out of the truck, go ahead and get out of the truck, you're going to see you slide off of the seat. You definitely slide over that exact same area. So you're rubbing this, you're pulling this, and you're also pulling on this side. Does it make a difference? I don't know. So this is one of the things that you have to come up with on your own. And that is it worth $187 more to go with the Carhartts? Now, if you're just looking for something, it doesn't make a difference, just something to replace and cover up what you originally have, think about this. These covers are about $570 for the Carhartts, and they're about $375 or $390, I should say, for the Covercraft brand. Now, what would it cost if you were just to leave your seats the way they are and use the crap out of them, and when they get stained and destroyed and ripped, that at that point you call an upholsterer and say, hey, I need you to recover my seats? I mean, how much is he going to recharge you? Both of these have, you can see, pockets in the back, which is nice because the seat does not come with a pocket any longer. I think my 2019 did, but this one did not. And it does have rivets for the Carhartt brand. You know, helps it out a little bit as far as, and I mean, they're real rivets. They're not just there for decoration. You can see here. And compared to that, this one here, but this has a real wide stitch, as does this one. And again, it's really hard. This is a tough call on your part as to what you want to do as far as material and paying extra money. So that's what we want to show you. We want to show you what they look like side by side. And as far as installation, identical. They're absolutely identical. Just to let you know, there is a driver's side, there is a passenger side. So that's what we've got as far as the seat covers. Which one are we going to stay with? I don't know. We're going to talk it over. We're going to install a little bit more. We have both of them here. We're going to see which ones fit, which ones feel better, and then decide. Now, there is a peace of mind about having those Carhartts, again, with the triple stitching and the special duck weaving is what they call it. I can tell the material's a little heavier. It seems to be a little bit better. But for front and rear on a crew cab, is it $200 better? That's again, a really tough call. So you guys can make the call on yourself and what you think. But I think I know, but I'm not sure. We'll maybe see it in a future video which one I went with. I appreciate it, guys. Please, if you like this video, click like or subscribe, and hopefully we'll have more modifications on this brand new 2020 F350 with the 7.3 gas. So far, I love the truck, but we do need to protect it. Talk to you later. Bye.